Alright, good morning everybody. Welcome to today's Train Sim World 2 live stream. We're going to be on the London Underground Bakerloo line. We're going to complete the calling all stations scenario. But I wanted to show you a few things before we got started. I apologize for being a few minutes late and had to get some coffee going and kind of feeling a little dragging behind this morning, but that's okay. So this is the new layout of your menu, picking your routes. So you have these are the three original right here, and then everything that was released after that goes this way up to we get to Cathcart Circle. Everything past Cathcart Circle, you keep going, that's all your preserved collection stuff. One of the things that we did get is on the Munich to Augsburg route. We did get added services with freight. So that is an addition there. So yeah, lots of cool stuff. All looks good. Let's get in here and get our... So this is what your main, as you come into your route, this is what it looks like here. So, so we're going to go to the calling all stations right there. So yeah, looks good. I've read a couple. I've kind of bummed around a little bit in the game yesterday afternoon, evening time, and it looks pretty darn good. Okay, so we're going to unlock the doors. I gotta remember how to do this now. So it looks like it's all set up for us. We should get some. No, we can't. We still cannot go outside and look. Let's get the doors shut. I'm gonna hit that. Oops. Let's get some power on. There we go. And away we go. Good morning, Patrick. Good morning, Pithers. I think all of our lights are over there. So as soon as we get to Lambeth North, then we'll run over and get the lights on and all that. So hopefully everybody's doing well. We'll be on Microsoft Flight Simulator later this morning. I am learning so much about this game, or not this game, but Microsoft Flight Simulator off stream, that it is mind-blowing what we can really do. I'm assuming now everything, I'm guessing, is just like it would be if we were on the PC version. It's just that, you have more, because you have a mouse and everything, you can zoom in using the mouse and whatnot onto your different menus and stuff like that. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Get all our lights on. Looks like there was enough light sufficiently in the... go check the lights here. Gauge lights are on. Cab lights on. Destination light is on. Headlights. I don't think we need it. Oh yeah, it's there's so much I want to do now in the game, but other than our like when we do these sort of the flights where we can we're just kind of looking for landmarks or whatever, it seems like a lot of people just dial in for the autopilot and the autopilot flies the plane. You lay in all your information and off you go. The only thing you're responsible for, in theory, is takeoff and landing. Waterloo is next. I think we just kind of crossed over there. Maybe not. It seemed like we crossed over a track. All right, now supposedly, okay, they did fix it, so now, yeah, our speeds, if we can speed up, it'll be right there, the front of the train. That was one of the things that people were kind of bugging about. So it sounds like they've gotten all the whatever was happening with the PS4 and older gen consoles, all that should be resolved. Now, I don't know. I thought there was a way, and I have to look, but I'm not sure how to do it. But I thought there was a way that you you could still utilize different camera angles. All right, let's gonna move on here. So right now we've been on time, which is a rarity, it seems, on this route. So yeah, I really like the new. Everything looks much better now. The graphics look a lot sharper. The lighting looks a lot crisper. It's a massive improvement, I think. Especially for those who bought the next gen consoles. Particularly for Xbox players, PS5, I think you were pretty safe as far as the graphics goes and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it looks a lot better. It'll be more noticeable outside when we get out there. We'll see all the stuff there. Yeah, we're nailing it this morning. So far. I wonder if it's because of the change where now the speed goes up once the front of the train passes it on this line compared to the tail end. You have to wait, and then it's like that may have contributed to late services. Oh, we missed that stop, but yeah, we'll see. You'll see a huge difference when we get outside here once we're out from the underground. Good morning, Mick. How are you? Good morning, Josh. Welcome, everybody. Yeah, it took almost 2.5-ish hours to download all the updates yesterday, and I should have gotten up a little bit earlier and got them going. But it is what it is. But yeah, it was interesting. There was the core update, and then like the root update, But then it was just like a little bit at a time. So yeah. Okay. Good morning, Daniel. All right, and away we go. Oxford Circus is next. My voice might be a little bit off today. I don't know if it's as soothing as it normally would be. Hopefully everybody's well on this Friday. I don't think we're quite halfway there yet. I don't remember what the halfway point is on this route. Might be just a bit behind on this one. Yeah. I don't think we're getting our max points on that one. Let's see. All right, now check this out. So there's the map. Wait a minute. What happened to our... Oh, okay. So the pause menu. Let's look at this real quick. So there's the pause menu, the new pause menu. And then it'll tell you, look at that. That's where we are. We got all that way to go still. Oops. And you can zoom in. You use your right stick to zoom in or zoom out. Pull back to zoom out. Push forward to zoom in. So yeah, we're not even at the halfway point. But yeah, look at that. And then you have your schedule, message logs, when to stop, load passengers, blah, blah, blah. But there's your new, I guess that's your sort of, I don't know what to call it, but anyway. Then if you need to look at your controls, your different operations, that sort of stuff, and then your guide for the HUD. If you have questions, you don't remember what's what, you can go there and look at that. Oops, I had the doors locked. No, I did not. I had the wrong door. I just opened the wrong side. Wow. Can't go on shore without turning my whole body. What happened, Mick? That doesn't sound very good. Did you pull your neck muscle or something? I get that sometimes when I sleep funny. Yeah, I do too. Yeah, if I don't sleep well or sleep, kind of weird, yeah, my neck muscles are really sore. Yeah, we only got 490, but I think we're doing pretty darn good otherwise. Yeah, you get one of those, get some, if you can, if you've got a store nearby that's easy to get to, get some, what they call biofreeze. And just have your wife put that on your neck, on the muscles, and it should help relax everything. Oh boy, I am going way too fast coming in here. Oops-a-daisy. Well, that was not good. Yeah, but yeah, if you get some of that they call it biofreeze. Don't use anything else. If they have something like that at a local pharmacy or whatever, you don't need a prescription for it, and just have her put some of that on there, and that should help out immensely. I put that on my knees when my knees start to get sore especially during the winter. And then, just put a nice, heating pad on there, and that should just kind of relax everything. But the ice heat or the biofreeze will help kind of relax those muscles, and yeah, that usually works, even for arthritis. This certainly works for my knees. Because at least it goes right, you know, you don't have to take anything, and it goes right to the spot of the problem. Whereas, you know, if you take some Tylenol or something, it's got to go through your system. Yeah, we're late here too. That's okay. No, I've not had any issues. Everything downloaded. I didn't lose any routes. I counted. I have all 25 that I paid for originally. The only thing that I noticed that kind of perplexed me was on the, what do you call it? On Munich to Augsburg, for instance, and we'll look at it, but all but the services I'd done on the ice are all, I have to redo them, but I didn't lose any of my XP on my, you know, like my leveling or whatever on the ice train for Munich to Augsburg itself. It's very weird. Oh, I am speeding. Oops. Wow, I am really off this morning. Okay, well, not only are we late, but we're way kind of past our, not completely past, but pretty darn close to it. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. All right. Edgware Road. Edgware? Edgware? I'm not sure how that's pronounced. Yeah, we are behind in time. Part of it is I've not been closing the doors and departing right away in that. Well, I did see there was some people with the older Xboxes, and there was some who did have, you know, even some newer Xbox players were reporting some minor issues with the updates and everything. Yeah, maybe I have, Daniel. All right, there we go. Yeah, I probably have. All right. So we've had a few mishaps, but nothing too serious. It's not like we blew completely through the station. Oh, look at that. I gotta get... No, I looked on the forums, and some people, I made a comment on the Dovetail Game forum saying, you know, hey, you know, I'm seeing a lot of great things. You know, I understand that some people got problems with what I see. You know, I like the lighting. It looks a lot better. And, you know, again, you'll see it when we get outside, how different it looks. And mixed, right, yeah, I'm sure Edgeware. Okay, thanks, Patrick. You know, PlayStation 5 players, the ones that have been able to get on, you know, because it took a while for downloads and all that yesterday, too. It doesn't seem, no matter how many routes you own in the game, it was kind of like one of those, it was going to take a while for it to download and all that kind of stuff, and then, you know, you had to double check to make sure all your routes were there, and yeah, so So yeah, I don't get why it's just the PS4 because the PS5 has only had issues with. Yeah, that's what I've heard as well. Clinchfield is reduced in price on Steam. Yeah, I kind of figured that. That wasn't as a big of a seller as I think they were hoping it would be. Not a lot of people really cared too much for the freight like that, but you know, so I'm sure they're trying to get some money out of it still, but. Well, I don't know either, Daniel. That just because I heard there was so much that morning about what was going on, and you know, people were saying that they lost routes, and then they were, you know, of course, it's instead of waiting and finding out what was happening, some people apparently went and rebought the routes, which you know, in the past when something like that's happened, I think Dovetail Games has said don't repurchase anything. And what do people do? They freak out, they repurchase it. Now they got to sort out getting a refund, and you know, then they're going to be mad because that's not going to go fast enough for them, you know. Oh my goodness, we're going to go a little bit past this one too. Wow, I thought we gotten over that. Okay, third time's a charm. That's enough of that. Yeah, or speaking is yeah. But yeah, I don't know why the PS4 seemed to be the most affected console out of everything. But yeah, there was a lot of, I think there was a lot of angst, and part of it was self-driven angst. I think people automatically assume the worst, and I'm guilty of it as well. When something happens, and people feel like, the companies, whether it's Dovetail Games or whatever, people feel like they've been cheated somehow. And instead of taking a step back and going, well, hey, it's a big release. There's going to be some issues. Take a breath. It's not a big conspiracy or something crazy like that. Just it'll be fine. It's going to get sorted out, and it may take a day or two or whatever, but they're going to get it sorted. But people seem to they forget that. And so they lose their minds. They go into the forums. They're angry, or they go into people's live streams. They're salty, and they just can't. They're looking for answers. They want answers right now. If somebody doesn't have an answer, well, either you're lying or you're, what's the whole point of it all? So, is any release ever going to be perfect? No. Do I expect it to be perfect? No. There was some issues. A lot of it apparently was, the folks who were on the older gen consoles were having the most issues. A few people I saw in the forums yesterday Because I did dip my toe in there just to see. Oh, okay, Daniel. Well, I mean, I would think by now you would be safe to get your update done. I don't think there'll be any major issues getting it now if you turned it on and downloaded the update while you were asleep or, you know, whatever. So yeah, there was just a lot of anger, and part of it I have to wonder, the anger, is it people who are really still playing the game, where they just say that they are and they just go in and start up trouble in the forums? Yeah, exactly, Patrick. There's always had no PS for a week. Have you been naughty? Has it taken away from you? Was it? Well, no, I think Daniel's just been busy with work and he's just not had a chance to turn it on and do his updates. That'd be my guess. Alright, Queen's Park is next. I think we are getting ready to go above ground here, if I remember correctly. No, maybe not. Oh yeah, we are. There it is. There's the outside. Yay! Now we can start seeing the outside and how much better it looks. And we can finally get out here and see our lovely 72 stock train. There it is. All right. Hello, Amela. Welcome. Yeah, we've had a few overshoots, but nothing too severe. Not as bad as you normally would do. All right, let's just get this stopped so we can get these passengers loaded. But yeah, look at how much different it is. Everything looks a lot crisper. The lighting, the shadows, you can see the detail. It doesn't look all kind of bleh, I guess. Yeah, I've been speeding a little bit. I've been driving terrible today. Of course, we're stuck at 10 miles an hour through here. I know, Mel. I'm perplexed myself because I'm just like, wow, I'm just driving like crap. But there we are. Everything looks significantly better, I think. The lighting is, I think, much crisper, as I like to say. I don't know any other way to say it, but it's just, you know, got some nice details in the shadows there, you know, with that tree right there in the sun. No, we just passed a 15 mile an hour. Why didn't it go up? That's kind of odd. Now it went. That's where we passed. Oh, now it went way up. So, yeah. But yeah, I do like it. Everything looks a lot better. There's been I did notice, I did a service on the ice from Munich to Augsburg last night, the non-stop service. And there was a S-Bahn service to the left that kind of looked a little bit wonky, but you know, I'm not good. It's nothing to really get fussy about or whatever. It's just, it is what it is. You know. Alright, coming into Kensal Green. We are now about 2 minutes late overall. I don't know that there's any way that we are going to make up any time, but oh, looks like we gotta go underground again. Let's just stop here and get the passengers going. So you got these signs now that point to the way out, and then our board there, PIS boards. Oops. My sign out here is a little wonky. I think I gotta go this way. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to see it in time. Maybe. Nope. I know there's a lot more sounds on the outside. Yeah, I think the sounds have improved as well. Yeah, overall, it's just been a good update. Like, you know, it's been a lot of work for them to get everything to where it is. There we go. That's much better. So, you know, I'm always a bit skeptical, you know, because a lot of times these are big decisions that are being made for the game. Look at that. That looks really good. You know, they're taking some gambles for improving. Yeah, I think a lot of people are. Patrick, you know, it's a what do you call it? It's good. But yeah, I think, you know, it's reasonable to be a bit not over, you know, you're cautiously optimistic because, you know, it could go horribly wrong too. You know, and I think, wow, they need to update that stop point because we are nowhere near where the whole train could be on the platform, but for some reason it has a stop here. Now that's the only other thing too, because normally in the past you would be able to go to the back of the train, you know. You could see, so now it's like you just gotta float back there. Yeah, they need to update that, but otherwise, but yeah, but that's just a minor issue, you know. Yeah, we should have been up here. So yeah, you know, no launch is without its issues. You know, I think that see, now we're back to, for some reason here, it's not, the 45 didn't take effect until after we passed the last car passed the speed change. So something's not completely right there. Looks like we got an ambulance just right above us. All right. So, Mela, if you're still here, was there any more silliness in the Dovetail Games live stream last night? I know you said you had to time out a couple of people, but did it improve, or did it get worse, or did it stay about the same? Oh, okay, Josh. I didn't know that. Okay. Okay. Oh, reasons. Because reasons. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense, but, you know, that's fine. I just wasn't sure. Stonebridge Park is next. We are almost to the end of our journey here. There was a slight hiccup there. Interesting. From what I saw, there was a lot of people who were just angry and frustrated with what was happening. Yeah, and I could understand that, because there were a lot of things just didn't make sense. You know, like the comment I made about, you know, that I was pleased with, and some people were like, yeah, I'm pretty happy with what I see right now. And there were some people who did say, and on my post, now I don't know that that's going to resolve anything, because they really need to put it in the trouble ticket or whatever, or reach out to Dovetail Games and they'll tell them how to handle things. And I think Natalie's done a fantastic job with trying to communicate to the community what they need to do to resolve some of the issues that they were finding, you know, with the you know, with the updates not taking effect properly. Now, that's one thing, like, you know, I don't understand why this is happening like that, but, you know, I'm not. It's, again, there's little things, but they're not like, oh, I'm going to uninstall the game and I'm going to force to get a refund and all that kind of stuff. So, all right, Wembley Central is next. Now, as I understood it, weren't they supposed to add Wembley Station? It was supposed to be a landmark back in the game or something? That's it right over there, isn't it? That's Wembley Station. Or Wembley Stadium, isn't it? That little arch right there? Okay, that's what I thought. So that's it right there, then. Let's see if we can kind of get up a little bit higher. So there's Wembley Stadium, if I'm not mistaken. That's pretty impressive. I remember that they were talking about that they were going to put that back in the as a landmark in the game. So I'm guessing Wembley Central is the station you would get off at if you were going to Wembley Stadium. Well, that's good. I mean, I think that's important for players, especially if you've been on this line or you grew up in this area or lived around here, and that's a, you know, it's a landmark that's recognizable for you. You know, those things are important, I think, to give you a sense that you are actually on the Bakerloo line. You know. You know, just like Pithers was talking about the shard. Oh, okay. You know, on Cathcart Circle, there's certain things that are easily recognizable on the route that, you know, you're on. It's just like it was in real life. And I think that's important. If it's either you've been on that line in real life or you've lived there and that was your local route for many years. Oh, so what is the shard? I don't know. You know, I'm not from the UK, so I don't know all these. Alright, so North Wembley is next. Harrow is my hometown where I was born and lived there for 19 years. Nice, Mick. So yeah, what's the shard? I'm not quite sure what that is. If somebody could put in the chat what that is, I'd greatly appreciate that. And please do leave a thumbs up for me, and I'll greatly appreciate it. I do appreciate everybody coming in today and hanging out and finally getting back on track, no pun intended, with our Train Sim World 2 live streams. It's the tallest building in the UK, that's all I know. Oh, pointy-shaped building. Oh, okay. So it'd be kind of like the Trans-America Pyramid building in San Francisco. Trans-America being the corporation that owned the building. I don't know if they still do, but it's always... Oh, wow, this stop marker is off, too. Yeah, they're going to have to make some adjustments, I think, but that's okay. All right. Well, good to know. The tallest building in UK. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's, the Transamerica Pyramid building in San Francisco's very, I'm sure it's, something like that where it's something recognizable, but other than that, nobody really knows the whole, Well, I think they just call it the Pyramid Building. Nobody calls it the full name. They just call it the Pyramid Building in San Francisco. Although it's not anywhere near shaped like a pyramid. Like an actual pyramid. That's the crazy part. South Kenton is next. And I think Harrow and Wealdstone is at the end. Should be coming up momentarily. So yeah, it's gone pretty darn good overall, I think. We'll see if we get a gold out of this. Watch, after all this hard work and everything, they're going to be like, yeah, you were just too late too often. It's your fault. Now we're almost 4 minutes late. And be like, yeah, you did silver level work. That's okay. My sharply dressed Bakerloo line driver is going to get off at Harrow and Wealdstone. Go find a pub and drown his sorrows. Maybe have a roast dinner with a pint. Seventh tallest building in Europe. Oh, wow. In the top 10. That's impressive. Now, the question is, if anybody knows, when was it built? What year? Kenton is next. What year was it constructed? Just out of curiosity. Oh, you know what this weekend is too? I almost forgot. This weekend is the 24-hour race at Le Mans. Yeah, the traditional June, I think, is out the window. It's now in August. Yeah, the debut of the hypercar class this year. Although I think Toyota's pretty much got a lock on that. I don't see anybody else vying for the outright win with Toyota. Around 1975. Oh, okay. I think the Transamerica building in San Francisco is probably built around about similar times. I wonder if it's, they'd had one took inspiration from the other, maybe. I don't remember when it was that I was home. When I was home one time and I walked right by it. And I think they have like a, plaque at the, at the, outside the building there on the main level or whatever that talks about the history. I don't know if I ever took a picture of it. Matter of fact, I have oh, we nailed that stop. That was nice. Just Googled it. It was built in 2009. Wow. So that's pretty modern then. So yeah, the Transamerica building was built, I think, in either the 60s or 70s. Okay, Harrow and Wealdstone is next. Coming to the end. I think, I don't know if we don't have to park it in the, we don't have to bring it in for parking. Then it would have been older than me. Oh. Well, if he Googled it, Google's your friend. You know, Google's not going to mislead you. Let's see. Okay, the Transamerica building was built it was completed in 1972, so I wasn't too far off. So it was started in the late like mid to late 60s, and then completed in 1972. It was the tallest building until only recently. It was one of the tallest buildings in San Francisco. And I think other buildings have now since taken over. It was only 48 stories tall. Oh, it was open to the public 1st February 2013. Oh! Wow. All right, here we are coming into Mick's hometown. Try not to goof this up and spat at the end. Maybe you looked up the wrong one, Josh. That's okay. Now we learned something new today. London, the musical. What? Is that really a thing? Still the best in the West End. London, the musical. Limited season. Book now online. Is it done yet? From July. Oh, boy. Well, there we are. We completed that scenario. Yes, let's see how I performed, quote unquote. Let's lock the doors too while we're at it. And the survey says, ooh, we got a gold. There it is. Ta-da. Look at all those stops. Whew. Man, that's a lot of stopping. All right. So let's go back to the main menu. I'll show you a few things and there's no telling, Daniel. Josh just probably got excited looking stuff up on Google and hit the wrong stuff. All right, so Munich to Augsburg, I'll show you real quick. If you've not seen or looked, you do get the extra services. So you get the 143, the 185, the 423, 425, 146.2, the lovely 185.5 MRCE, our favorite steering wheel train, the 155, the 182. Ooh, we get both versions of the 182. Look at that. Ooh. Ooh. You know, I do love me some 182 MRCE. Mm-hmm. And then you have your ice train, and then it's back to the 767. So, yeah, some extra stuff. But yeah, I have to redo all the stuff. All those services have to be. Now, let's look at Cologne to Aachen, because I've not looked at the ICE services on Cologne to Aachen. Let's go back this way to our... Where'd it go? There it is. Schnellfahrstrecke Köln. I misclicked pink caboose. Oh, yeah. Pink caboose, Josh. Alright, so all this version of the ICE, all those services still stand. Although I do have one that I got to do that I wasn't able to complete because we were always getting that memory code error. So, you know what? Tomorrow, that's what we're going to do. We're going to do the I-17 Frankfurt Bahnhof service. We're going to go from Aachen to Cologne. Yeah, so there we go. That's what we're doing tomorrow. So, yeah. But, yeah, so that's all that. But, yeah, it all looks really good. I am curious to see how Sandpatch Grade looks with the new update, with the better graphics and everything. Yeah, we're going to have to do a Sandpatch. I couldn't tell you, Leon. I don't know. I don't work for Dovetail Games. I couldn't even begin to tell you. If you go to the Dovetail Games forums, real quick, before I leave, here's what I'm going to do for you, Leon. Okay? I got to find my tab that I have it open. If you go to Dovetail Games Live, and you click Community, go to the forums. Depending on what platform you are on, it will tell you what's going on and what you need to do to resolve the issue. And if you